Kingston CISA Open in partnership with Milwaukee here in beautiful Confederation Park over the next 3 days. We're going to bring you all kinds of incredible fishing action. We have some of the elite pros from the US, elite pros from Canada. It is going to be an event you don't want to miss. We've been working on this for months. We're finally here. Welcome to the CISA Kingston Open, downtown Confederation Park in partnership with Milwaukee. Yep. It's all falling into place. Everything is slowly falling into place. And you know what is not supposed to be falling in place is all this rain we're getting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first official CISA Kingston Open in partnership with Milwaukee, downtown Kingston. We're here in the park, and we've gone through the weather with a fine-tooth comb. And
it wasn't like this.
It was not like this. But before we go off, we're going to go straight to the Blastoff because it is happening right now. I've got my buddy Mark and my buddy Scotty here. You guys are going to see them all day long. Do we have communication with Ron on the water right now? I'm not sure if we do or don't, but the wild part is we weren't expecting rain. It wasn't calling for rain in the forecast. No, the rain was supposed to come and go yesterday. And everything looked perfect today, and then all of a sudden, boom, we are getting...
As you can see by the shots there, it is a little wet. The wind's not terrible. We're about 9-10 K all day long with gusts of about 20. That's supposed to pick up a little bit in the afternoon, but they should be good out there. So yeah. I'm expecting some big runs today. No, absolutely. I think a lot of the guys are going to do some big runs. 8K winds, 26. I mean, Scotty, if you're sitting in a walleye tournament, do you look for weather like this?
You do, but you don't like it.
Yeah, for sure. While we're waiting to see if we can communicate with Ron and Doosan in the Blastoff boat, I believe the second heat is going to go out at raining. It's raining too hard for audio, I'm hearing. All good. So as you can see, these guys are waiting. This is the second heat. They're waiting to take off. And again, this rain is sort of a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, it looks like we got Evan Kung there sitting there in the Great Lakes Finesse boat.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
No, it's a cell. Looking at the radar, it literally just blew up right over top of the town of Kingston.
Right over Kingston.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Let's talk a little bit about you, and because people are going to be seeing you guys all day long. We're going to have special guests throughout the day, throughout the weekend. We're going to try to bring you as much live coverage from on the water as possible. We're also going to give you a good breakdown of Kingston, whether it's local businesses, all the local vendors. We're going to have some fun with this. Please be patient with me. You might hear some repetitive lines like, please like and share. Let's get this out to the masses. So from time and time again, we would love, if you tune in and try to check out and see what's happening, we would love for you guys to like and share. If you live in the city of Kingston, come on down to Federation Park and come visit us. Come have some fun.
Absolutely.
Mark, what's your story?
My story? My story is there's a reason why I'm sitting at this desk and I'm not out there with those guys. I talk a talk, but I don't walk the walk. So, I am absolutely honored to be part of this event here. A little nervous. Never done anything like this before, I'll be honest, but I am truly excited. Some might recognize me from the CanCast podcast and helping out with that show. And back in the day, the Fear Fishing days, right?
Back in the Fear Fishing days, yeah.
Not a stranger to be behind the camera, but something like this is new, and I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, this is different, eh? This is a pretty cool setup with the cameras in front of you.
We've got 14 cameras, screens over here on our left, and we have the big screen that we're looking at. Throughout the day, what we're going to do is we're going to, bring some guests in.
Yeah.
Right here, I've got, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I have the Milwaukee Pack Out bait breakdown box, I'm calling it. So what I've done
this before.
What I've done is I put some baits together that these guys will likely throw. They're not all here, but the main ones that they're going to be using. What we'll do is we'll show them when we have a kind of a break or a lull, and we'll just for the people that don't know and they hear these terms that we're saying, we'll make it
perfect. That's perfect.
Very, very easy.
That's
for you to
perfect. He
understand.
says that he's new to this and he's nervous. Don't get it twisted. He's a very modest guy. He's done this for years. You've just
not like this.
Not like this. Now
No.
that you can see your face, like I've got the perfect face for radio.
Amen. Like
what
we all do.
You have the perfect face for radio.
I shaved.
I did. That's Mark Hunter, everybody. And to my left, which you might think is the right, I'm not sure, but to my left is my good buddy Scotty Martin.
And
What's up,
I'm so looking forward to this because it's been a long time since you and I have been on the headsets and doing this in front of a camera.
Right.
I'm so looking forward to it. But the honor is to be sitting here on a panel with the one and only Mark Hunter.
Oh, come on.
Dude, this has been a dream of mine to finally do this with Mark Hunter.
We did a podcast. So
I
you forgot about that already?
Yeah, no, I've never done it live with you though.
No,
it's always
we have
been
not.
it's
That's
always been
correct.
over
Yeah.
Facebook. But no, this is really cool. It's awesome to see all of our vendors setting up already, even though it's pouring rain. We've got a lot of vendors down here that are going to be promoting and selling a bunch of great fishing tackle that's made here in Canada. Looking forward to seeing all of those folks down here throughout the weekend. Come down and support Made in Canada tackle, and of course the fishing industry as a whole. We'd love to see you down here because we're going to have a lot of fun ourselves.
Absolutely. I mean, you run the walleye tour up north, right?
Yep.
Do you guys ever do something like this, or is this the way you guys run things in the morning? Or?
No, typically, we don't see this kind of technology at some of these tournaments. We certainly do our best to replicate it, but your boys down here are doing a fantastic job with all of the audio and video, and there's stuff here I've never seen before. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I mean, I gotta tip my hat to Aurora Productions. When we had a chance to work with them in New Brunswick, I was blown away. Like, these guys, they know what they're doing, and we gave them very little to work with at the start. You see how we run this, this clown show. But it was one of those things where it was new to us, it was new to them. We threw curveball after curveball after curveball, and they just made it happen. Fell in love with them, great bunch of people, and we couldn't have thought of a different group of people to be in the production trailer helping us out with this event. So we're all pumped, we're all excited. I know the guys out on the water, I was talking to a bunch of them yesterday at the anglers meeting. They're all pumped. There was one thing, what did you notice about the anglers meeting yesterday?
to be honest, I was surprised at how well they listened.
Yes.
Like you could have heard a pin drop in there. It was unreal.
I would have loved to have been there for that. I was a little late. Unfortunately, I had to go to a funeral service in Whippy before I could get down here. But I just rolled in as it was ending it out.
Yeah.
And I did get to talk to a team on the stairs, and I asked them, "Are we going to see some largemouth from you?" And they said, "Absolutely." So not only is smallies the game here, but there is some big largemouth.
Okay, let me ask you this, because yes, you're right. Smallies are king when it comes to this body of water. But are the largemouth growing? That now that nobody's bothering them, they're doing their own thing, they're feeding. Are they growing as fast as the smallies, or are they just not as plentiful as the smallies?
I would say no.
No.
I would say no.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm not a biologist, but I know that these smallmouth are on this gobies. I'm sure largemouth are eating gobies too. Yeah. But for some reason, they're just not getting that growth, and we're not seeing those bigger sizes. There's still big ones out there, but there always has been one, right?
Gotcha.
So what's exciting is how far some people have traveled to be here.
Yeah.
Right? We have anglers from all over Ontario. We have anglers from Quebec. Yeah. And we have a couple pros up from the States. We got Matt Robertson. He's from Kentucky. And we have Jacob Perazek, who's from Virginia. So and they're teamed up. So I would love to be a marshal in that boat. That's for sure.
Oh man! So I think our Blastoff boat just brought our camera guys back.
Okay.
And Dusan and Sean are heading back out there to blast off the second heat, and I believe that's because it's pouring rain. Yeah. We don't want to get the camera wet, camera equipment wet. But I think they've got someone with a. We might still have a camera out there. It's all good. It's all good.
What is it with the town of Kingston? Everybody runs in this town. See all the joggers? From, right? What's all the jogging? I mean, I know I need to, but holy smokes, there's some athletic people in this town.
You know what the one thing I noticed about this town is, and I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's, you know what? it is extremely clean. Like
Amen.
it is flawless.
Oh, yeah.
Flawless.
Yeah.
You don't see any ratty-tatty storefronts. You don't see any ratty-tatty, like, curbside junk and bullshit.
Man.
So there it is, right there. I was gonna be the first to say who's gonna be the first to swear accidentally on the live.
That's not really a swear word.
But listen, I'm like I said before, I'm very, very impressed with the way Kingston runs their operation.
Amen. It's very clean. Coming from a city, I won't mention where I'm from, but those who do know where I'm from, it's not like that there.
No way.
I'd love to almost move to Kingston just because of how clean it is.
All right. Well,
And the history.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we run through the list of anglers for fun? Why not? And let's see if you guys know any of these guys and if you know anything about them. So, Mark Hunter, would you like to start with boat number 1?
I would.
Let's do this. And again, guys, we do apologize about the rain. I'm sure we'll have some live coverage
I'm
coming
old, so I
real
got to take
soon.
my glasses off.
That's cool. I
I got to put them on. So
I was
good
going to
for
say,
you.
Scotty doesn't have his glasses. So.
Okay, so these guys are all out there. They're in the first heat, so they are well on their way to getting to their spots. Boat number 1, we got Jeff Atchison and Ryan McGowan. Boat number 2, we have Joseph Nicastro and Tommy Nicastro. Boat number 3, Stéphane Chantel and Laurent Legault. I'm proud.
I'm so proud. I'm
Good for you, Mark.
I'm so happy
right?
you're doing this because
Right.
I would have butchered this.
Yep.
By now.
Number 4 was the team that I spoke about earlier. We have Jacob Porosnik and Matt Robertson up from the States. Those are both elites. I'm sure if you watch Bass Live, you've seen these guys absolutely hammer them out this season. And number 5, a Canada Bass team member in the past, Phil Haggerty with his son Stephen Haggerty.
Yep.
And then the boat number 6, we have Josh Lewis and Ryan Thornton. And boat number 7, part of the organizing staff that basically helped dream this up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say put it together, but I'll say dream it up.
That's a far-fetched. Put
Yeah,
it together. They had the
'Cause this is a
idea
man
and the
right here.
concept. No,
Right.
it's not me. But listen, there was a lot of people behind the scenes. Joe and Brent. If it wasn't for Brent, I guarantee you a lot of the paperwork wouldn't have got done properly.
Right.
If it wasn't for Joe, this event may not have. He's seen something. He had a passion, and he put the right people in the right place to kind of make it happen, and then stepped away and said, "I'm going fishing."
Yeah, so
we'd all like to step away.
4
and go
years
fishing.
ago, I had a birthday party.
Yeah.
All right, it was my
Okay.
50th birthday party, and I had a tiki hut in the back.
Okay.
Joe and Danny Dunn started talking, and Joe showed his vision.
Okay.
All right, he was talking about what he wanted to do, make it about the anglers, make it about, give them something special that we don't have here right now in Canada.
Gotcha.
And 4 years later, here we are doing it.
Yeah.
So 4 years to put this together from the very start of the thought to actually implementing and making it happen.
It's pretty cool. I mean, to be on this side of the spectrum in New Brunswick, at first when they first brought it to me, I thought, you guys are nuts. You're going to another province where you know nobody, and you're expecting A, B, and C. Says, yeah, we'll make it work. It's like, okay,
And you did.
Let's go. Well, you know what? We did. And I remember vividly, it was 2:30. The live had just ended. Joe was walking from the back of the tent. I was walking from the front of the tent. We locked eyes, and he says, "Did you see that?" We were just so impressed with the way it all
Did you
sort of
cry?
panned out. I'm not going to lie. I did shed a tear. I'm a bit of a crier. You experienced this at the Bassmasters Classic. If you've ever been, listen, it is what it is. I got a big heart. I got a soft heart, and I'm a crier.
You got some pretty
wear
big
it right
tears,
there.
too.
Right there.
What's that?
I said you got some pretty big tears, too.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. Listen, were
you
you
were
shedding
sitting right
tears?
beside me. You were sitting beside me, and I think who won it? Jordan Lee.
It was a nice moment.
Yeah, it was a nice moment. He's up on stage. I look over at Moose, and he's got the tears running down his eyes. It's so emotional. His lips quivering.
That's our Moose.
That was the day I fell in love with you.
Oh,
too, buddy.
my goodness. Guys, it was a nice moment. If you guys go back and watch that, you can see how emotional he was. And it was like, you know what? That's nice. But anyway, going back to the list.
Yeah, so boat number 8, we have Yu Zhang, we all know by Jasper from Pro J, and his partner,
Chucky.
Chucky. I'm going to call him Chucky.
Chucky from BKK. Let's take a quick pause there for a second. Your wife is calling me. Why is your wife calling me? But no,
Just
we'll take
got
a quick
awkward.
pause. Now, obviously there's a lot of people that are involved with this. Yeti, BKK, the City of Kingston, tourism, Eating Wild, John Deere, Livingston, Canada Bass, BR2. So many people behind the scenes. But someone that saw and wanted this type of event, this style of event, years ago, it was 2.5 years ago, Jasper and I talked about it, was BKK. And they came on board for New Brunswick, and then they've also come on board for this event in a huge way. So the BKK Big Fish, right? $500 a day for 3 days, and then $1,500 fish overall. $1,500.
So $2,000 if you get the biggest one of the tournament.
Well, if you're the one that get the biggest one of the tournament and you get biggest one of the day, then it's $2,000. Right?
I think that's going to work out.
$3,000 overall dollars. They said here. And then it was, well, here's an OCD box. And then it was, here's this. So each one of the grab bags that the anglers got, you got 4 packs of Ned rigs, you got a bunch of drop shot hooks, and then they've given us, to give to the public, we've got 3 BKK boxes to give away to the public. So that's really cool. So tune in. We'll fill you in on how you can win some of that stuff later on. But
I thought that right there if you want to show it off.
The number of prizes, including BKK, I mean, Milwaukee has bent over backwards for this event.
Yeah. I'm excited about that because I am a Milwaukee M18 junkie.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of it over there.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
It's incredible.
That's worth signing up right there.
100%. 100%.
Okay, boat number 9, we have Jeremy Fadawi. We talked about this yesterday. Fadawi.
Fadawi or Fadawi?
Fadawi. That's it. Sorry, guys. I even talked to them because I didn't want to butcher their name. So, actually, this family, they have 5 anglers. There's 3 teams, the Fadawis in this. So, that's pretty exciting. Thanks for coming in.
They're very knowledgeable on this body of water, and they're hardcore.
Wow.
All right, boat number 10, we got Carlo Point and Chris Frazzi. Boat number 11, a good friend of all of ours, Danny McGarry and his buddy Spencer Newell.
Absolutely.
They're no strangers. They've fished many times before. Number 12, one of the starters of this whole concept, from an idea in my backyard, Mr. Danny Dunn and Don Sangster. Mm-hmm. Don's a pretty interesting guy.
I just met Don for the first time. Complete gentleman. And I don't know him as well as you do, but if he's anything like Danny, you'd just fall in love with him.
Dude, so what Dan does is he's a broker for dream trips, whether it's hunting, whether it's fishing, all over the world. He represents about 300 outfitters, and he can set you up if you want to go hunting in Africa, or if you want to go, fishing in Mexico or Florida or whatever. This is the guy that can set that whole trip up for you. So if you're in that market and you want to do something, knock something off the bucket list, absolutely look up this gentleman. And number 13, part of Canada Bass as well, Pete Garnier, fishing with his daughter Elise. Nice. Number 14, we got Steve Hardy and Brendan Nags from The Perfect Jig. I'm sure a lot of you know that name. And we got number 15, my daughter's favorite by far. we got Cooper Gallant and Kerry Gallant, his father, which is probably the most supportive father in any professional sport.
100%.
Ever.
100%. 100%. And the relationship they have is a beautiful one,
Of all the anglers, he was the one that I really wanted to meet. Just because of all the videos Cooper's done with him, all the time that he spends with his dad. That man I truly wanted to meet, and I had the luxury of doing that yesterday, and it was everything I thought it was going to be.
He's a gem. Yep. He's a gem. He's a great guy to fish with. He's a great guy to hang out with. And he's just a great dad overall, a great person overall. But
he's there when you need him, and he's kind of in the background when you don't. You know what I mean? He's this the silent assassin. Yeah, he'll be up just like that. If Cooper has a problem with his trolling motor, he's up till midnight. They got back from Wisconsin, La Crosse there for the elite event. Yeah. Drove 14 hours. Instead of sitting down having something to eat, relax, put his feet out, he was switching out trolling motors for Cooper so that he could be ready for this event to get out and practice the next day.
God bless him.
So. Way to go, Kerry.
That's awesome.
It does not go unnoticed.
Before we continue with the list, and we'll rip through the names fairly quickly, we are gonna I think, I'm not 100% sure yet, because we do have some anglers that are already fishing, but we're gonna wait for Blastoff to happen, the second heat, and then we're gonna bring on one of our sponsors, who's also a podcast host, Mr. Antonio Moleka from Eating Wild. But we'll continue going through this list, and then we'll sort of give you a breakdown of how the weekend's going to go. We'll give you a breakdown of the prizing, and then I'm gonna actually dip out, bring Antonio on for 5, and then I'll come back after that because I think I've got stuff in the trailer that's burning right now.
Oh yeah.
There are so many things happening all at once. I just got to make sure a couple things are good to go. So yeah, let's rip through this.
Okay,
list.
16. We got Cal Clemson and Eric Santora.
Oh, there's a fish. Look at that. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can we go to that?
Can we go to that live?
Oh wow.
Not sure what boat number this is, but we'll work that out over the next day or so.
That looks like
that is
Travis and Warren.
Oh,
Travis Pogue from Peterborough Pro Tackle, or Tackle Bros, and Warren McRae. He's with Greywood Sports. So he represents Garmin. He represents FXR. Represents Daiwa.
It's the first fish we've seen.
It's got to be a good fish.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
It's got to be a good one.
We'll see if we can have a little sneak at his bait too when he pulls it up.
What color do you think it is?
Black.
$50 says it's a walleye.
I hope it's not a drum.
You know what's funny is a lot of guys are saying they're seeing drums out there by the thousands.
Yeah.
Drum after drum after drum. But I'm pretty sure they already got a peek at this
now,
fish.
fun to catch, but not during. There you go.
There we go.
We're in the boat. That looks like a decent fish.
It is.
That's a good start for the boys.
Nice start. Well done.
Good job, Warren. Good job. There it is.
So Warren's on board. He officially catches our first live fish.
Our first live fish, yeah.
Is that a prize?
Now we only do have 7 cameras or 7 guys out on boats right now. As far as cameras go, we will be dropping more cameras off at different boats throughout the day. But that's exciting. So we're starting to see a bit of action. The second heat is going to go out in 7 minutes. Now these guys are going to go out in 7 minutes. First heat's going to come back at 3. Second heat's going to come back at 3:30. So
correct.
Let's finish the first heat here.
Okay, we were at number 17, Dante Periano and Liam Blake. 18, Cass Terrence and Ryan Flaro, which is no stranger to St. Lawrence smallmouth for sure. Number 19, Bryn Campbell and Charles Sims.
Yeah, he's a gem.
He is a gem, and he's actually fished the Bassmaster Classic.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Knows the thing.
That's the first classic I ever went to.
Oh, wow.
He made it, so we decided that they were going to do a big bus trip down there. That didn't work out. Still wanted to go. And I had the pleasure of taking Cooper Gallant to his first classic.
Wow.
And that kid was in awe, absolute awe that whole time. And I looked down, I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
He's going to be here one day.
Yeah.
And look at him go.
Amen.
All right, number 20, Matt Pizzetta and Mike Slocky. Number 21, Mitch Griffins and Ron Griffins. 22, Denny Andrade and Scott Nagy. 23, this is a surprise for a lot of guys that these guys are fishing together. We have elite pros, Corey Johnson and Chris Johnson.
Ooh, who are those guys?
Yes. So
who are those guys?
I did have a chance to talk to these guys and say, why are you fishing together? Why are you not splitting up to go try to take first, second? He says, it's just too hard out here now to do that. There's a lot of knowledge that there never used to be, and with front-facing sonar, GPS, Bass Lives, the cat's kind of out of the hat. So they decided their best way to win this thing would be to team up and go together.
Right. No, now going into this, let's face it, the first question out of everybody's mouth is Chris and Corey fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that they're good. I get that they're a threat. But I've seen them get beat before. They themselves will tell you, like, hey, we're just human, and we've been beat a number of times on many different bodies of water. Why is it that this body of water specifically?
I just think
I don't know. I think it's time on the water.
They just know
right?
it. They know this.
Yeah,
like it's like
time
their
on the water.
backyard.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But there's guys like Eric Luzak. There's guys like Evan Kung. There's guys like, and there's names that I don't recognize, but I know for a fact are catch giants out here.
Right.
So it's one of those, but it is a competition. Ship up or ship out.
Right.
Let's do this.
Well, at the end of the day, you want to be competing against the best.
That's it.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't.
I think it's really exciting, and that you cannot pick a clear winner here.
Amen.
This is anybody's game out
100%.
here.
100%.
Right? So they have, all these anglers have their work cut out, and they got to do it for 3 days. You can't just have a lucky day and come and take the title. This is not a shootout.
Nope.
This is a tournament.
Amen.
Number 25, we got Ricardo Textira, sorry, Ricardo, and Cody Orgel. 26, Joseph Fonzie and Darren Pound. 27, Mr. Brian Bickle and Josh Westering. So you might know Brian Bickle.
Yeah.
I had to slow that down because we have another nickname for him, but I had to bring it back. Brian Bickle, you might know him. He's a Chicago Blackhawks Stanley Cup champion, right?
Yeah.
So
now, is it a 3-time or 4-time or 2-time?
3, I believe.
Okay.
3, I believe.
That's
which is pretty
impressive.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. Very impressive. And you know what's even more impressive is just he's a down-to-earth dude.
He is. He's a great guy.
And he's a big man.
Oh, yeah, he's not small by any means.
Holy,
Can you imagine that on skates?
No doubt.
And angry?
And angry. I've never seen Brian angry. I don't know if it's possible.
Man.
Okay, number 20, we got Neil Farlow and Ted Philippou. And 29, we have Travis Pogue and Warren McRae, and that's the boat that we just saw catch our first fish.
Awesome.
Number 30, we got Ernie Jansen and Josh Franklin. 31, we have Sil Leduc and Mel Martel. And 32, we have Kieran Hester and Brian Norman. 33, Chris Nicholson and Brandon Nicholson. 34, Neil Delalue and Grant Loney. And 35, we have Philippe Ethier and Julian Waugh. 66, Paul Shabata and Steve Barnett. And guess what?
That's Heat 1?
That's
We're
Heat
going
1.
to... There you go.
Okay.
That's Heat 1.
I see some challenging names tonight.
I've
done my butcher.
Let's wait till the second.
First names, right? Just first names?
Yeah.
Well, the second heat is going to take off here in 1 minute, or are they 2 minutes? 2 minutes, the second heat is going to take off. Looks like they're already starting to get prepped.
Yeah, it looks like they're staging now.
Yeah. So, again, guys, if you're hearing this and you're seeing this and whether you're listening to it in the car or you're hearing it and watching it on Facebook or YouTube, let's hit the share button.
Amen.
Like and subscribe to all this fun content.
Yep.
Let's get this out to the masses, because the more people we can get this out to, the bigger the better it's going to get every year.
Amen.
It's companies like Milwaukee that really saw the potential in this and said, hey, we want to be a part of this. How can we make this happen? And it was random and out of the blue, and we are so grateful and thankful to have them on board. The amount of prizing, guys, is phenomenal.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's wild, man. It's wild. It's awesome. So thank you again, Milwaukee. I'm going to take a quick second, and I'm not sure if they can hear me in the trailer. Can we take a quick commercial break? I'm not sure if that's possible, but we're going to bring in another face onto the live right now. And maybe they can't hear. Oh, I see. They're trying to get PC1 to get the people on the Blastoff boat.
Gotcha.
Now, you guys are bass connoisseurs. Do you get an advantage this early in the day? Like, is the first heat got a overall advantage because they're able to fish earlier, or is the fishing better first thing in the morning when it comes to bass? How does it work?
I really don't know what the fishing's like out there right now. I haven't been out there, but I tell you something, I would rather be in the second heat today because the rain's not plowing into your face when you're going down there, because the rain actually has basically stopped now. It's just a light mist. So
biggest thing is the winds. I mean, what these anglers had to deal with that chop out there, especially yesterday, like legit 6-7 footers.
Well, let's go back a couple of days. I mean, we're not gonna not talk about it,
right?
You know, a couple days ago, 3 days ago, during practice, we had one of our anglers who is a seasoned, like he is probably, I would say, next to Chris and Corey and all the elite guys who are on the water 24/7, 7 days a week. He's probably got just as much time on this body of water than all of those guys.
Absolutely.
Yep. Knows his boat very well, knows the body of water very well, and he had an incident where.
Here's a great shot of how you're going to see an actual Blastoff from the cockpit. So this is pretty exciting shot.
So there's the Blastoff boat there on the right, and these guys are just about, as soon as they pass that beautiful Lund, then they take off. Look at that Lund.
Oh,
What a
it is.
good-looking
It's
boat.
well wrapped. Very well wrapped.
Good-looking boat. Boom.
Right there. That's what I like to see, boys.
Yeah.
Let's get after it.
Yeah, the fist bump. I'm not sure whose boat this is, but and I don't know who's with them right now.
I wonder if this is Evan.
Andrew and Jack?
Or it could be Andrew. Okay, yeah, it's probably Andrew's boat.
Andrew and Jack. Let's see here. They'd probably be number...
Right there. 48. Boat 48.
Boat 48.
Andrew Mercer and Jack Morgan.
Oh, Andrew Mercer.
Yeah, yes.
The Mercer.
He's my mechanic. If I have anything wrong, I say, Andrew. He says, bring it over. We call it Mercer. Yeah, that's definitely, I just saw.
That's Mercer.
Yeah,
there.
I just
There's
saw
Andrew.
his
That's
his
phenomenal.
follicle.
So it doesn't look as bad this morning as it did yesterday in terms of chop. That's a good chop.
Going
right
back
there.
to what we were saying, so he ended up flipping his boat.
Oh,
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
He ended
So
up
we're not
flipping
talking
his
about
boat.
Andrew here. We're talking about
A few days ago.
Oh, no way.
So I just caught a wave the wrong way, and he was sort of riding it the wrong way, and it was too big and too heavy and too hard and too windy and too slow. So from what I'm being told, I guess he was just a little too slow into it and rolled the boat.
Yeah. So and he is in the boat that you want out here. He was in a 522, a Ranger 522D, which is made for big water.
Right.
So
Luckily, thankfully, he's fine. He's okay.
they recovered the boat.
They did recover the boat, But it's scary, man. It's scary to think like a guy who knows, every square inch of his boat and the body of water very well. Can still make those mistakes because it can happen to anybody. So
it is the gamble, unfortunately. When you're dealing with big water, sometimes it bites back.
Yeah,
and
Mother Nature is a beast, and you're not winning that battle.
Safety never takes a holiday. The beautiful part is they both had their life jackets on.
Right.
They both had their cell phones close. So as soon as it started to go over, they both grabbed their cell phone, climbed on top of the boat, and away we go. That was the story I got. Now I haven't talked to him.
I haven't been able to talk to him either, but I know that they had to leave the boat out there.
They're having a good time out there.
It wasn't possible to recover the boat at the time, so they actually left it floating there. So went and looked for it for I think 2 days. They found it. They were out close to Wolf, which is basically straight across from us here. That they were not far.
So you see, Dusan's on the boat right now, and he's just calling out the numbers. Guys are just rolling up to the boat, and they take off. For those of you that haven't seen this before, and for those of you that have just seen this for the first time, because not everybody knows what Blastoff is. Some people's perception of Blastoff is different too. That morning, tell me your adrenaline is not pumping as soon as your boat number is called or that lineup is formed, and everybody does it different. Personally, I think Pilata does it beautifully, but he's a little bit of a stickler when it comes to a straight line. But does it not get your blood pumping?
Absolutely it does.
Yeah.
You're all lined up, you're ready to go, and as soon as you basically pass that check-in boat, that's when you can hammer down. And it is rough out there because you got all the boats before you, so they're all causing wakes. So you have the natural waves of the lake, and it's all like it's a rough ride. I'm not going to say it. It's a little hairy at some points. Back in the day, they used to do like what they called a shotgun start, which they don't do anymore for safety reasons. And basically, that's just everybody goes at once.
Now
There's
they
no
still
lineup.
do it in the salmon world.
There's still a blast.
There's still a shotgun start in the salmon world, and those boats are big.
Oh yeah.
We experienced that on what was it, Bay of Quinte, I think it was. We did a walleye thing out there, and it was a shotgun start. It was my first shotgun start ever, and I was, guys, like, this is dangerous waters here.
Right.
So
especially like walleye, you got different styles of boats, smaller boats,
100%.
bigger boats, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting guys that are getting up on plane real quick, and then you get guys that are like pushing water to get up on plane. So
100%.
it can be very, very dangerous, but fun.
So who do we have here? Unfortunately, it was my mistake. Was up too late, and I didn't get a chance to get everybody's boat numbers. So boat numbers and photos sent to the production team, but I will do that this afternoon, so we will have an idea of who's who and what's what. We're just hoping we can recognize them at this point. But now that all 66 boats are out, there's Mercer. Now that all 66 boats are out, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys expecting big weights will be for the day?
Well, it was going to be my question because you guys know more about this than I do. But, you know, we heard about that infamous Dirty 30 that happened not too long ago. You know, this fishery can certainly produce those kind of bags. Do we anticipate a Dirty 30 this weekend?
I would say we're going to see a Dirty 30.
Mark said it
Yes.
first.
I don't think we're going to see 3 days of Dirty 30s from the same angler. I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, I think we will see a 30-pound bag.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And it speaks to the fishery. Like,
It
I mean,
does.
the St. Lawrence, I've not spent a lot of time out here, but, I mean, in terms of forage and the number of sport fish that you have access to, this is an incredible fishery. Truly incredible fishery.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's what's going to happen, gentlemen. Right now, it is 7:37. So we've got about 3 minutes left before we're going to sign off for the morning. And the way this is going to work, so again, for everybody watching this on the rebroadcast or if you're watching it live, we're going to go off air in about 3 minutes. We're going to take a break. We're going to get things in place, a couple more camera boats out there. Then we're going to start the live up again at 9 o'clock. We're going to have Ron James. We're going to have Mark Hunter, Scotty Martin, and Antonio Maleka. Ron's gone through and he's going to talk to a bunch of people in town. We're going to talk to a bunch of anglers. We're going to talk to some of the vendors. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to enjoy our day. It's not going to rain. The sun is going to come out. So please, please, please hit the share button, hit the like button. Let's get this out to the masses before. I want to thank everyone from Milwaukee. I want to thank everyone from Yeti, BKK, Kingston, John Deere, Canada Bass, and BR2 Printing. Without you guys, this stuff is not possible.
Livingston Lures, we should probably...
Livingston Lures, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to forget stuff from time to time.
That's okay.
So, the morning show is coming to an end. Gentlemen, any last words?
Just stay safe, everyone out there. I'm looking forward to this, getting some actual fish catches and showing the people. And then breaking out, of course, the Milwaukee bait breakdown box.
There you go. We're going to break down the pack out. We're going to break down some BKK hooks. We're going to show you some stuff. Scotty, any last words?
I do. Actually, Moose, you are the glue that has kept this all together. I can't say enough about your work and your dedication and, of course, your passion. And I'll be honest with you, there's a bunch of us that probably wouldn't necessarily be here if it weren't for your jolly face. But
appreciate that.
No, you've certainly worked hard, and there's a bunch of others that have worked hard as well to put on this event. And you know, as much as this is for the anglers, if it wasn't for the volunteers and the dedication to the people that do have the passion that we do, this just doesn't happen. So a big shout out to everybody. That includes the vendors, the spectators, people from the general public that are going to come down and have a look at what it is that we're doing here. But needless to say, there is a lot of cogs in the wheel, and it's all come together, as you said. And just judging by that smile, it has come together nicely, buddy.
Well said, my friend. Well said, my friend. Well, guys, we're going to sign off. We're going to sign off, and we'll be back at 9 o'clock, 9 to 11, and then we're going to sign off at 11, and we'll go 12 to 2. So for myself, Mark Hunter, Scotty Martin, BR2 Printing, Canada Bass, John Deere, Livingston Lures, Eating Wild, Kingston Tourism, BKK Yeti, and Milwaukee. We'll see you guys in an hour.
City is your city. Come share it with us.